So the first card you have for your past is the Nine of Cups. So I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you wishing. I'm seeing you wishing and hoping on that an opportunity was going to come in for you. Whatever this is, you've been wanting this for a long, long time. You've been kind of thinking about this, wishing on this, hoping that this was going to come in for you for a long time. I'm seeing this as some kind of financial opportunity that you're hoping for. This was also going to help you to feel a lot better emotionally. So it was going to help you financially, and then this was going to give you a lot more of a comfortable life, a lot more stability, and that stability was going to help you emotionally. This was all what you were thinking when you were hoping and wishing for this thing. So you might have actually had to borrow from someone in your more distant past, which, you really, really didn't want to do that. I mean, nobody wants to do that. But, when you had to do that, you needed to at the time, even though you really didn't want to. And, this has probably been paid back. I mean, you are a Libra, so you like to be fair, you like to even everything up. So I'm seeing that you probably have paid all of this back. But at the time when you had to borrow this or you had to do this, you could have been saying to yourself, I don't want to ever be in this situation ever again. And what I'm seeing with this card is you won't have to be in that situation again. This is the wish card. This is the card of wishes coming through. It can be different things, but that's what I'm seeing with this card at this time. So this is going to happen for you. This is going to come in for you if it hasn't already, because this is in your past, so it might have already. But yes, I'm seeing this is very positive. This is going to come in for you. I'm also seeing some loneliness around this card and, around you at this time. I hope this makes sense, but I'm getting this feeling of you wondering if someone around you was around you for the right reasons, if that makes sense. This might be a love connection you're kind of wondering about, but I'm seeing that you might have had this kind of... you might have been wondering about them because of somebody else, because I'm seeing somebody else might have told you something about them, or they might have kind of warned you or something. And you do love this person, you do care about this person, but they might have just put this little doubt in your mind. It might have just been kind of going around in your mind a little bit. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your past is Temperance. So yes, this wish that you had, this thing that you wanted, this wasn't just an opportunity that you were kind of passively sitting there waiting to come in. I mean, that's impossible anyway. Even with things like, the law of attraction, all of these kinds of things. Yes, you do have to kind of put positive energy out. You do have to kind of really be positive about it. You have to kind of think, I know this is coming. I'm happy this is coming. All of that kind of thing. You've heard it all before. You know that. But you have to take action. You can't just sit there. You can't sit there saying, I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but you can't sit there and say, I want $1 million to drop on my head. I want a big bar of gold to drop on my head, and it just happens. No, it doesn't happen like that. You might hope for some money to come in, and then, you might go and look for it, and then an opportunity might come when you open your eyes to it. Things like that happen. Anyway, you know all of that. I don't know why I'm talking about that. I'm saying that in this Temperance card, what I'm seeing is you worked really hard for this as well. It wasn't just something that you were kind of hoping was going to happen. You put all of the hard work in, and the Temperance card is often about making making some kind of bad situation better by working on something, working to change something. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing a lot of determination in this card. And you're really determined to never be in a bad financial situation, ever again. And yes, the Temperance card, again, it's about making positivity out of something negative. That's what it's about. Alchemy, all of that kind of thing. And that's what you're doing at this time. I'm also seeing you wanting to be more independent, to feel more independent at this time. I'm seeing you wanting independence. Someone could have been trying to change you in some way, trying to influence you in some way. I'm getting a bit of an uneasy feeling around this. at this time. I'm also seeing patience. So you could have been explaining your side of things to someone, helping them to understand your point of view in a calm way. Now, it might have been someone who was trying to, because you were trying to assert your independence. So maybe this was someone who was trying to tell you about this person in the Nine of Cups, this person who you're around, this love connection. It might have been someone trying to influence you around that. And so you're very patient with them. You were saying to them, no, I disagree for this reason and this reason. And you were just very calm and patient. But, you weren't going to be swayed. You weren't going to do what they wanted. The last card you have, your past, is the Page of Cups. So, yes, I'm seeing a bit of flirting, actually, around this card. A bit of fun. I'm actually seeing joking around, flirting, a little bit of fun, nothing very bad, nothing serious, fun, joking, and then it turns into a little bit of flirting that's a little bit harmless. It's just like saying, oh, you look good today. Yes, well, not as good as you, and whatever else. I'm seeing some kind of teaching or learning atmosphere where this flirting was happening. So you could have been studying, could have been out in that kind of environment, it could have been at work, something like that. But again, I'm not seeing anything serious on your side. It was very, very harmless on your side. But the other person involved had to be quite careful. They could have been involved with someone, because I'm seeing some jealousy or some conflict around this person. If this ever got out, they have someone around them who, even if they said to someone, you look good today, they might be very upset about it. So, if this resonates with you, just make sure that you're keeping yourself out of conflict. Be a bit careful when you're doing this. Joke around, have fun, all of that kind of thing. But don't overstep the mark, even if it's a tiny little bit. Because I am seeing, just be careful. Don't be involved in this conflict. They might have a great big bodybuilding partner out to get. No, I'm joking. They probably don't. But just be very careful around this. There's a line. You can joke around and then you can kind of cross that, and it can be a bit difficult to know where to do that sometimes. I'm not blaming you, because I know this is kind of just harmless. I can see that. I'm not saying all flirting's harmless, blah, 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 before people start in the comments. I'm seeing that this particular thing I am seeing now was harmless, but just be very careful. So the first card you have for your present is the King of Swords. I'm still seeing this person who's trying to change your mind about something, someone who's trying to get you to see their side. This is about a decision that you're making, or a decision that you've already made. This person doesn't agree with it or something like that. I'm seeing some interference. This could be around love. Again, I'm seeing the same thing. This might be the same person in the Temperance card. Someone could be trying to kind of get between you and your partner, or someone who you're involved with romantically. Yes, you were being calm, you were being balanced in the Temperance card way back then when they started all this. You were trying to explain very, very calmly that, why you were with the person you were with, or why you wanted to be with them, all of that kind of thing. I'm seeing this could be family interference, because I'm seeing that I am seeing family around this. And I think I saw this in your last reading, that there was kind of some family interference around your relationship or something like that. Someone in your family or someone in your partner's family could have even written some kind of long emails about this, or even letters, because I'm seeing long paragraphs of text being written to you, or something like that. It might have been a great big long text, like a text message, but it might have been an email, because I'm seeing lots of paragraphs. And in the past you were very, very patient with them, but now I'm seeing that you could be at the stage where you're just not willing to engage anymore. I'm not seeing you kind of cutting them out or anything dramatic like that, but you might just be refusing to talk to them about this particular subject anymore. This is your decision. I keep on seeing this is your decision. So you're saying to yourself, this is my decision. This is my decision. So the next card you have for your present is the Ten of Wands. So yes, this person who's trying to interfere or this person who, whatever they're doing, trying to come between you and someone else, they're really bothering you, actually. It's all in your head. It's really bothering you. You might be appearing to be calm, but you're actually not. That's what I'm seeing in this card. I am seeing you refusing to talk about this. It's still bothering you. It's still burdening you. You really just want a happy home, a happy family, a happy home life. The man on this card, he's walking toward a home. He's walking toward a home. There's a little house on the bottom right-hand corner of this. So he's walking toward home, but he's too burdened. He's too bogged down with all of this pressure. He can't even see where he's going. He has all these wands in front of his eyes. So there's always going to be some kind of conflict I'm seeing between all of these people around your home. Family, the person who you love, the person who you're kind of romantically involved with. There's going to be always some kind of conflict around this. I don't see these people ever being able to be in one place at the same time. So when I look at this home, I'm seeing if you ever have some kind of occasion where you have to be together with a family, you're not going to be able to see everyone at one time. There's conflict. You're going to actually have to see people separately. That's what I'm seeing. It's very sad, but that's how it is, to kind of avoid conflict. The last card you have for your present is the Knight of Pentacles. So you do want this person who you're romantically involved with in your life. You really do want them. You want stability with them. And you just want this stability without all of this interference. Of course you do. Nobody likes other people telling them what to do, especially when it comes to love. So you're determined to be with this person. You're also very calm. You feel stressed on the inside, of course. That's what I was seeing in the Ten of Wands. Very, very stressed about this. But on the outside, you're staying calm. And I think this is the right way to be around this. There's no point in, getting upset and yelling and screaming. It's only going to make things worse. And it's only going to make you look worse and make everyone feel worse. So, I think you are doing the right thing. You're always looking to be balanced. That's how you are. The first card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So, yes, this thing that you've worked toward, this thing that, you're wishing and hoping was going to come in the Nine of Cups, this financial opportunity or whatever this was I was seeing, this is definitely going to come in. I'm seeing this being even better than what you've hoped for, actually. This isn't going to look or seem exactly the way that you imagined in the beginning. I'm seeing, when this thing comes in, you might be saying, that isn't quite what I imagined. That's a bit different. I'm not sure about this. But then after you think about this, after you have a really good think about it, you're going to really realize that this is even better than what you first wanted, what you originally wanted. There's still going to be a lot of waiting until this comes in. And this can be the card of waiting. This man's looking back over what he's done. He's looking back over what he's grown, he's harvested, and he's thinking, is this good? Is this bad? I'm still waiting for it all to come in. What's going to happen? Have I done the right thing? There's this kind of waiting and wondering and being a little bit unsure. So, and also you have the Knight of Pentacles. There's waiting in that as well. This is definitely going to happen. It's going to happen slowly. I'm seeing that. But the result is going to be worth it. It's going to be really, really worth the wait, more than worth it, actually. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. This is showing me that, while you're waiting for this to happen, I know you're not going to feel relaxed because you're going to be really a little bit anxious, worrying about this, but try to relax. This is what this message is trying to tell you. Try to relax while you're waiting. Go about your daily life, of course. Don't kind of stay in bed all day. That's not what I mean. But, this is going to come in. This is going to come into you. I keep on seeing that. I keep on seeing this is definitely coming into you. Now, the man on this card, he's trying to rest. He still has a lot of anxiety around him with these swords above him. if I was lying down in bed and I had swords hanging above me, I'd be pretty anxious as well. But yes, this isn't literal. This means that, you know, he's lying down, he's trying to rest, he's trying to stay calm, but he has this anxiety over him. So that's how you're going to be feeling. But try and rest, because, you know, if you look at this card as well, there's this beautiful stained glass window. Now, he's in the dark at this time, but when the sun comes out, it's going to shine through this window. All these beautiful colours are going to come and shine on this man. And that's when this opportunity is going to come in for you. It is going to come in. The sun is going to come in. The colours are going to come in. And it's all going to happen for you. So try not to stress. I know this isn't easy, this waiting. I know it isn't, but try not to stress. That's what this card's telling me. So the last card you have for your future is Justice. So yes, when this does come in, when it finally does come into your life, this is going to give you this sense of balance, this sense of stability that you were wanting in the Nine of Cups. And of course, you, Libra, loves to be balanced. You love to be in balance. I'm also seeing this is going to be really an interesting time for you, because I'm seeing, yes, you're going to come back into balance. You're going to be a lot more settled. You're going to be happy with your partner, but I am seeing a lot of different things around your partner. I'm seeing this conflict with your family. Okay, I hope this makes sense. I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing something else around you and your partner now, or this person who you're involved with. Okay, when you first started talking to this person, or when you first got together with this person, your partner, yeah, I hope this is going to make sense to you. Someone else could have been involved, or someone else could have been hurt when you first got together with them. Something hasn't been resolved. Something isn't resolved. It still hasn't been resolved. It still isn't going to be resolved. Now, this thing needs to be resolved. That's what I'm seeing in this card. There's someone who you need to talk to. You might need to apologize, or it might be your partner. It might be your partner. Someone's around them, or was at this time. Someone was really hurt when you first got together, or when you started talking to your partner. I don't know if this is a third party. I don't know if this is something else or someone else. You or your partner has to go or they should go and speak to this person, either apologize. It might not be an apology. You might just have to go and speak to them, explain something, or just sit down and resolve something with this person, because something needs to be resolved. That's what I'm seeing. I don't like to say karma, but what I'm seeing is in the Justice card is something's unresolved and it needs to be resolved, or it's going to come back and not be good for you. That's all I have to say about that. Or your partner. It's either you or your partner. So have a think about what this might be, and also ask your partner what this might be. You might know what this is. It's not dramatic. It's not like you have to go and have this great big confrontation or try and have a big, dramatic thing. You might just have to kind of meet up with someone and say, hey, I just want to resolve this. There's something that's been unsaid, something that needs to be kind of said, or something like that. I'm not sure what this is. You might know what this is.